I'm going to help you guys find a 5-point summary of a data set. When we're doing a 5-point summary, let's list the 5 things that we need to find. The first one is a minimum value. The second thing is quartile 1. Then we need a median. Then we need quartile 3. And the last one is a maximum. Okay, so quartile 1, often just called Q1, and quartile 3 is usually just called Q3. All right, let's look at our first problem. Alex asked 9 of his friends how many hours they studied the night before their math test. They reported the following number of hours. Okay, so we know the 5 numbers we're looking for, but the very first thing we need to do with any data set is to rearrange these numbers so that they are in order from least to greatest. So let's do that. We have 2 zeros. And just a tip, I recommend you guys cross out the numbers as you go. That will ensure we don't miss anything. Okay, I think we got all of them. So let's list out our things we're looking for. Minimum, Q1, median, Q3, and maximum. Okay, so minimum and maximum are obviously the easiest ones to find. Minimum is just our smallest value, which is 0. Maximum is our largest value, which is 8. Now let's look at some of the more tricky ones. The next thing I like to find is median. We're going to start there. So median means the middle number. So I want you to take your fingers. We're going to start with 1 finger under the 0 and 1 finger at the 8. Now we're just going to walk in until our fingers meet. So we hit the 0 and the 7, and then 1 and 5, and then 2 and 2. So the middle number is this 2. That's our median. Okay, now let's look at Q1. So Q1, quartile 1, means that we want to find the middle of the numbers on the small side. So we're going to do the same exact thing. Start on the outsides, so 0 and 2, and we're going to walk in until we find the middle. So here's the problem now. The middle is right between those 2 numbers. That's our Q1 value. We're going to have to split the middle. So I want you to ask yourself, what is the middle of 0 and 1? What's right in between them? It is 0.5. So 0.5 is our Q1 value. Now I'm going to show you one other way that you could find Q1 if it wasn't as easy as the middle between 0 and 1. So if we want to find the middle of those numbers, we can just average them. So 0 plus 1 divided by 2 will give us the average. Okay, that's our Q1 value. Now we need to find Q3. So we're going to do the same exact thing we did over there, except this time we want the middle of the top half. So start on the ends, we're going to walk in. 3 and 8. The middle is right between 5 and 7. That's our Q3 value. So ask yourself, what is right smack in the middle between 5 and 7? The answer is 6. But let's check ourselves. So Q3, we're going to average these 2 numbers. 5 plus 7 divided by 2 is 12 divided by 2, which is just 6. So there you go. That is our 5-point summary.